Probability is a ratio that shows the likelihood of an event taking place. It is the number of successful outcomes compared to the number of possible outcomes that could actually happen. Because the probability of an event taking place for sure is 100% or 1. For example, what is the probability of the sun rising tomorrow? Then anything less than 100% probability must be less than 1. In other words, a probability is a decimal, a percent or a fraction that is trying to predict the chance of an event happening in the future. For example, in a football game, a referee tosses a coin to decide which team will kick first. What is the percent probability of your team kicking first? 2 teams, 2 faces to a coin. Number of successful outcomes, 1. Number of possible events, 2. Probability is P, which equals 1 out of 2, or 0.5, or 50%. Now, if the probability of an event that is always going to occur is 1, then the probability of an event which never happens is 0. Furthermore, if the probability of an event is P, then the probability of that event not taking place is 1 minus P. For example, in a jar, Paula has 10 red, 9 white, 3 blue, and 14 pink jelly beans. What is the fraction probability of Paula picking a white jelly bean from the jar? 36 jelly beans in total. 10 plus 9 plus 3 plus 14. Number of successful outcomes, white jelly beans, 9. Number of possible outcomes, 36. Probability is equal to whites over total number. 9 over 36 equals 1 over 4. Decimal probability equals 1 over 4 or 0.25. Percent probability equals 0.25 times 100 or 25% probability. The previous example shows simple probability. Next, we'll examine compound probability. A compound probability is when probability is taken further. In other words, it is when more than one event is involved. In the previous example, the probability could be compounded in 2 different ways. 1, by including the compound probability of another color. 2, by repeating the same color twice. The number 1 situation is a case of either one color or the other. Because it is an increase, add. The number 2 is a case of one color and then another. Because it decreases, multiply. For example, in a jar, Raul has 10 red, 9 white, 3 blue, and 14 purple jelly beans. What is the percent probability of Raul picking a white or blue jelly bean from the jar? 36 jelly beans in total. 10 plus 9 plus 3 plus 14. Number of successful outcomes, white jelly beans and blue jelly beans, 9 plus 3 equals 12. Number of possible outcomes, 36. Probability is equal to white plus blue over total number. 9 plus 3 over 36. 12 over 36 equals 1/3. Decimal probability equals 1/3 or 0.33. Percent probability equals 0.33 times 100 or 33% probability. Another example. In a jar, Brittany has 10 red, 9 white, 3 blues, and 14 pink jelly beans. What is the percent probability of Brittany picking a white first and then a blue jelly bean from the jar without replacing the white one? Without replacement, white jelly beans first. 36 jelly beans in total. 10 plus 9 plus 3 plus 14. Number of successful outcomes, white jelly beans, 9. Probability is 9 over 36 or 1 over 4. Blue jelly beans now. Number of successful outcomes, blue jelly beans, 3. Because one jelly bean has been taken, the total number now is 35. Probability is equal to 3 over 35. Multiply probabilities for white and blue jelly beans. 1 over 4 times 3 over 35 equals 0.0214 times 100 equals 2.14% probability. Let's do it now with replacement. Suppose the white jelly bean was not to Brittany's liking and she puts the white jelly bean back inside the jar. Because the total number of beans now would remain at 36, the probability or the answer for the blue jelly bean will change. Replacing white jelly bean, the probability is 3 over 36 or 1 over 12. Multiply new probabilities for white and blue jelly beans. 1 over 4 times 1 over 12 equals 1 over 48. Divide. 0.0208 times 100 equals 2.08% probability. Another example. A group of 4 boys and 3 girls rush to the school cafeteria to have lunch. What is the percent probability that the first and last in line would be girls? Number of successful outcomes, first in line a girl, 3. Number of possible events, 7. Probability is 3 over 7. Because one girl is already at the head of the line, subtract 1 girl from the group. Number of successful outcomes, last in line a girl, 2. Number of possible events, 6. Probability is 2 over 6 or 1 over 3. Multiply probabilities for first and last being a girl. 3 over 7 times 1 over 3 equals 3 over 21 or 0.1428. Now 0.1428 times 100 equals 14.28% probability.